Hey folks, thanks for tuning in for another video. So, as you can tell, back out in the woods again today. It's a beautiful day, gonna be a beautiful weekend. Gonna have some rain starting back soon. So, thought I'd take advantage of this last little cold snap here before springtime comes. So, gonna do a little overnight camp out tonight. So, got my hidden Woodsmen tropical lightweight ruck. And yeah, so we're gonna go over here to my little camp that I have set up and start setting stuff up. So that's what we're gonna do today. So stay tuned. My name's Chris. You're watching Skills to Survive. We'll be right back. All right, here's camp set up so far. Tonight I'm using the Hidden Woodsman blackout field tarp. This was a limited run that Malcolm did last year. It's a 5x8 tarp, obviously woodland camo, and on the inside has this fabric. So if you're in here, like some tarps you can see through, this tarp you cannot. So whatever fabric he's used, like a Cadora type fabric or something on the inside, or polyester or something, that makes it to where you can't see through. So which is really nice in like a covert operation or something. If you're looking at a map or something like that at night, you're not going to shine light through. So anyway, so there's my tropical lightweight rucksack, and it looks pretty big as far as filled out, like with a lot of equipment. But the only thing that's inside of the main pack is my sleep system. So I'm not going to take it out right now because I have some other things to do as usual today. So I'll take it out and show you tonight. But that was all my shelter stuff. So my sleeping bag, the tarp, my pad, this pad, I just carried in instead of attaching to the bottom. And then everything else that I need is on the outside, in the outside pocket. So some water, possibles pouch, stuff like that. But we'll go over all that stuff later. And I did bring down a couple extra, a couple of other items as well. You can tell here I got the grabber space blanket down on the ground here. And there's my fire pit. So next thing on the list is, or next thing up to do is get some firewood stacked in for tonight. And we'll be pretty much done for a while, and then we'll come back later. So let me get some firewood done and hauled in, and I'll be back with you soon. All right, let me get the sleeping bag and stuff out, get my sleeping stuff out ready for tonight. It's like 4 o'clock now, so I got this new climate. It's called the Drift pillow. I don't know if you can see that there. Drift pillow. I bought this the other week. Got it on a sale from Climate, so pretty good deal on that. My Sea to Summit Etherlite Extreme pad, as you've seen in a previous video. And then the rest of the stuff crammed in here, like I said, it's just my sleeping bag. So what I've got, and that's it. So what I went with tonight is the my military modular sleep system, just the black bag, and the Gore-Tex bivy. The temperature tonight is going to be 30, but it's not supposed to get 30 degrees until like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. So, and I hadn't got out the MSS sleep system in a while. So again, I got that. That's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I got the Gore-Tex bivy. Anytime I tarp camp open like this, I always like to have a bivy, just for dew and stuff like that, morning dew. And if it does rain, at least my stuff is protected. So yeah, everything is already in there. I'm going to inflate my pad and put my pad actually inside of the bivy bag. And then here is this pillow. This is a pretty neat pillow. We'll talk about this later on tonight, but one of the things I've been looking for is a decent pillow. So yeah, get this pad inflated here. I'll be right back with you. Something else I picked up recently is this little inflatable pump, or this pump here. It's also a pump and a light, and it's got a little hanger on it, so if you hang it as a light. But it's from Flex Tail Gear. I got it off of their Kickstarter campaign, and it's pretty neat because the pump here, it pumps up, or it has multiple different attachments and stuff to it, so it pumps up pretty cool. Or it's pretty neat to use it. So it just attaches to this thing perfectly, and you just push the button here, and it inflates this thing very quickly. So I've got a little help from the dog here, so I'm gonna pump this up and I'll be right back. Well, welcome back, folks. So made it down here back out here to camp. So I've been out here for a little while now. It's a little after 10 o'clock, so I got the fire going. It's right here. You can't really see it, but you can probably hear it. I'll show you here in just a minute. So yeah, just kicked back here. I brought down my little Bluetooth speaker, so I was listening to some music and just kind of chilling, hanging out for a little bit, and yeah, so that's what we're doing now. I'm going to I brought down a beer. Oh, it's a hard cider from Atlanta Hard Cider. This is some really good hard cider. If you like hard cider and you're local to Georgia or the Atlanta area, this is some really good cider. But anyway, so I'm gonna hang out here for a few minutes and or for a little while, and I'll be back with you here in just a few minutes, and we'll talk about some other stuff. So stay with me. All right, so again, back at it out here. So I don't know if I said earlier, the temperature tonight is supposed to be 30 degrees. So it's late February 2022, and we've got this, I guess, little cold front coming through before it warms up next week. It's been crazy. It was like 70 something degrees the other day, and then it dropped down to like 50 or so for the high, and then so it's been fluctuating. So that's life in the southeast United States anyway. So we had a little cold front it's coming through, and so the temperature tonight is supposed to be 30 degrees, but it's not supposed to be like that till like 4 or 5 in the morning. But it's been steadily dropping throughout the day. It's like 43 out here right now, so it's in Fahrenheit, obviously. So not that cold really right now. So yeah. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cold. My wife didn't want me to come out tonight because she said I have a cold, and then of course being out here in the cold, but I said I'd be okay. I needed to get out for a little while and do a little camp out. Again, before it warms up, before springtime comes and it warms up, and I'll still camp out and stuff, but I really like cold weather camping, and really enjoy being out in the cold weather. So as you can tell, said earlier, doing the Hidden Woodsman blackout filled tarp tonight, just kind of an open tarp. I got it into a lean-to type setup. My fire pit is right here, just out. Got a nice little fire going right now. Again, I'm not out in the middle of nowhere, folks. I had some questions about that last time because somebody had mentioned something about, oh, he's got a fire pit out there. He must not be, where at. No, I've said before, I'm not out in the middle of nowhere. This particular camp here that I'm at right now is close to my house. It's down in the woods on my property. So I do have a little area out here with a fire pit that I built. We put down these rocks here, these pebbles and stuff, just kind of have a base. It's something nice instead of being all muddy. So anyway, this is my little area right now. I have several areas throughout my property here that I camp out, but this one here I camp out most of the time, at least for since I built it last year. I've been camping out here a lot just because it has a nice fire pit, and it's the rocks and everything is nice, and even though it's still kind of uneven, it's still nice. But anyway, I digress. So originally I'd planned this weekend, me and a really dear friend of mine, I guess one of my best friends really, you know who you are, we we had planned a backpacking trip. We were going to go backpacking up in the mountains. We've been trying to do that the past couple of years, plan a quick little backpacking trip, just a little one-nighter, two-nighter, just because we enjoy backpacking and we're getting older and we may not be able to do it much longer. But I've been having some foot issues here lately, and he's actually got some meniscus tear in his knee, and he's going to have knee surgery. So we're not going to be able to do that, obviously, that backpacking trip this weekend, but we are going to do it soon, hopefully, once he gets his knee repaired and is back up and running. So it may be late spring into summer, or we may have to push it back to winter of this year. But nevertheless, we're going to get our little backpacking trip in. So again, you know who you are, and I appreciate it, brother. No worries, we'll get that trip in soon. And but yeah, like I said, I've been having some feet issues myself, so I've been seeing the doctor for that. I got another orthopedic appointment scheduled for find out what's wrong with my feet or my particular foot, my left foot. So anyway, whole nother issue for a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I won't bore you with all of that. So again, nothing really exciting out here tonight. Again, I'm out here by myself, just doing a solo. See my little kerosene lamp or lantern right here, kind of doing something different with it. I'm hanging it down from the ridge line here, and I just have a little toggle going through here and just holding it up. So it's kind of something different. I'm trying out a few things. Again, I'm using my MSS sleep system, again, the black bag. I've had the complete system. I've had it for many years, and I have used it a lot throughout the years. And the lowest temperature I've gotten in that is 13 degrees. That was the lowest it's been down here in the south for me testing out, or when I got to camp out with it. And it did pretty good. Any of you know that a military modular sleep system comes basically in three things. You have that Gore-Tex outer bivvy, you have a green inner patrol bag, and then you have a black intermediate bag. Now the green bag, they say, is rated to 20 degrees, and the black bag is rated to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, supposedly. You put those bags together inside the Gore-Tex bivvy, and supposedly with the right clothing, you can get down into the negatives. Again, me living in the South, I've never experienced that. But I will say with this green bag, when it gets down to about 25 degrees, 25 degrees, I'm starting to get kind of chilled in it. Now, again, everybody sleeps differently, obviously. And so some people sleep hot, some people sleep cold, but about 25 degrees, I'm starting to get a little cool just in the black bag. The green bag, I don't think it's a 20 degree bag. I think it's more like a 40 degree bag for me. And then the black bag is 25-ish. So again, it's going to be 30 degrees tonight out here. Not going to be that cold. So I just brought out the black bag. I actually did bring out the near zero bag as well, just in case if it does drop down, because sometimes in the wee hours of the morning it does drop down a little bit more. So yeah, that's the and I said earlier I'd talk about this. Grab this pillow here. I said I'd talk about this pillow. Now again, this pillow here gonna be kind of hard to see in the dark, but it's from Climate. It's called the Drift pillow, and I've been, any of you who've been camping with me knows that I've been searching for a good pillow for a long time. I have many pillows actually, several inflatable pillows. My the Nemo Philo pillow is it's been kind of my go-to for a little while now, for a little over a year, and it's a nice pillow. It's an inflatable pillow, but even that pillow is just not as comfortable. Still, you got to get a good night's sleep when you're out camping, whether you're backpacking, camping, or whatever. You still got to get a good night's sleep, and that's been my struggle for a while now, is trying to find the right pad and the right pillow. I've always had the right clothing, and I've always had the right sleeping bag, but you need that pad and you need a good pillow to get a good night's sleep. So so I looked around and I found that Drift pillow from Climate, and I've been looking at it for a long time. They have a regular size and a large size. I got the regular size. It's not a blow up pillow. It's actually like a memory foam type pillow. It's not something you really want to backpack with, although I probably will, just because it's bulky. It's very light. It's just bulky because it's memory foam, so it doesn't fold down really small. But yeah, I'll probably backpack with it. I don't have any problems, with that. But anyway, it's the first night trying it out, so I'll have to let you know how that goes. I just got it in the mail yesterday, so I just took it out of the package today, so I have no idea how it's going to work. Hopefully it's going to work well. Again, we'll figure that out tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna kick back by the fire here, and I'll bring you back here in just a few minutes, and gotta throw a couple more pieces of wood on, and be right back. Well, it's a little after midnight now, and just threw a couple of more logs on the fire and getting ready to tuck in for the night. It's temperature is dropping. The wind's picked up a little bit. The wind's like 5 miles an hour, so it makes it feel a little bit colder than what it is. But as long as you're sitting right here by the fire, it's fine. But as soon as you get up and walk away, you can definitely feel the chill in the air. So I'm going to tuck into the sleeping bag here. I've already changed my pants. I got some pajama pants on. Normally, if I was out backpacking or something, I'd have a base layer on, but my base layer tonight is just some pajama pants, and I'm going to leave my fleece pullover on, and change my socks out, and put some extra wool socks on, and yeah, crawl in bed here, and hopefully get a decent night's sleep. Barring any happenings in the middle of the night, I'll see you in the morning. So good night, folks. See you in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. It's a little after 6 o'clock. So, as you can tell, it got a little chilly last night. It's currently 28 degrees, which is nice. It got a little cooler than expected, so that was nice. As far as sleep, I didn't sleep too well last night because, like I said previously, I got a little cold. It's not the V, for those that are wondering. I've already had it twice. Ridiculous, but anyway, just a little cold, I guess. I've got little sinus issues going on, but so my nose kept stopping up all night long, so I was up tossing and turning, trying to breathe through my nose, and ended up breathing through my mouth a lot because my nose was stopped up. But anyway, so other than that, I mean, it was a good night. I mean, the climate pillow, we'll have to do some more testing with that. It's like I said before, it's a memory foam pillow, so it has that shredded memory foam in it. So I have memory foam pillows at my house, and Tempur-Pedic pillows, and I've used those out camping before, car camping and stuff. And the problem with those is when it's cold, those things get hard. So this thing gets pretty hard since it was so cold. But it does with your heat, your body heat, it, makes it a little softer. So, I kind of expected that, really. But again, we'll continue to do some testing with that and see, try it out. But I think it's going to be, all in all, I think it's going to be a pretty good pillow. So I had plans this morning to make some coffee as usual, because you guys know I like coffee, especially by the fire. Coffee over the fire is just better. Going to make some coffee, and just going to do some Mountain House or something like that, biscuits and gravy or something. But I think what I'm going to do is pack up most of the stuff and head back into the house, or head up to the house, and all that. I'm sure my dog probably needs to go outside anyway, so I'm going to pack up and go up there, and and just do stuff up there, because like I said, this cold, this sinus thing is it's crazy. You need to go up there and get some Sudafed or something. But anyway, so I'll when it gets lighter, I will come back when it gets lighter. So don't go away just yet, and I'll show you basically my loadout for this trip. They said it was it's overnight. Like I said before, it's pretty minimal for the most part. So, but I'll bring you back when it gets light. It should be light in a little while, so I'll bring you back then. So, yeah. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes. All right, well, I know I said I'd wait till it got a little bit lighter, but I just want to do this now because I like seeing gear. So this is the gear I brought out on this trip, this little camp out here. Obviously the Hidden Woodsman Tropical Lightweight Ruck was the rucksack that everything went in. My Hill People Gear kit bag, because I don't go anywhere without that. Attached to the bottom of that bag there, you can see a Mora, that's the Mora cans bowl right there, attached to the bottom. For larger tasks, I brought out my Wander Tactical Smilodon. Have my canteen cup. Have a couple of things of food there. Obviously I didn't eat that or use it. Have a possibles pouch there by Fox Light Gear, and it's just had fire starting stuff in there, extra tent stakes, extra cordage, stuff like that. And you've seen the little flex tail gear little pump. That little pump there is also a light and a battery charger, like a battery bank as well. My leather gloves, don't go anywhere without those. My little kerosene lantern, seen it hanging up. I like using that if I can, bringing it down. Again, my Cedar Summit Etherlite Extreme XT pad, the military black bag, the Gore-Tex bivy, the Climate glow light. That's what that's called there, the Climate glow light. Seen that in previous videos as well, and then the Climate drift pillow. That's pretty much it. Other than the printing tool that Lars from Survival Russia calls it, that's over here in the corner. Not going to show that on camera because you've seen that several times. Just a 12 gauge. But yeah, other than that, that's it. Like I said, not a lot of gear for this little overnighter. But again, sometimes it's not about bringing a bunch of gear. I did get to test out a few things. So excuse me again. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap this one up and head into the house, and yeah, call it another successful trip. Out here testing gear and having a good time. That's what it's all about. So again, folks, until I see you on another video, always remember your PPE. Oh, forgot the little Hoko light, little lantern here. I was able to shove that in my pack as well. That's a great little light for, like I said before, camping, car camping, and stuff where you're not going to backpack very far. And obviously, since I didn't backpack very far or anything like that, I could carry that little lantern. So that's a good little lantern. It lights up a lot. So anyway, so again, folks, get outside, get outdoors. Always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video really soon. Please leave your comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again, and we'll see you again soon.